Warning, spoilies ahead.
Going to level 3.
You have to announce it.
Well, you gotta keep your other robot pals up to date.
Oh, that's right.
Communication is key when you're running a team of killbots.
I get.
Just saying.
I guess I have a lot to learn about killbots.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to Two Guys, One Film. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Dane.
Dane, nice. This week we have watched Chopping Mall. It was released in 1986, directed by Jim Wynorski and written by Jim Wynorski and Steve Mitchell. I have no idea if I'm saying his name right. Who cares?
Nobody.
So,
well, except for the guys. It's his name. He's. But I mean, what are the chances that he's watching this?
If he's watching this, dude, I seriously love your movie.
It's great.
Please hit me up. So, premise is a group of young shopping mall employees stay behind for a late night party, and there's security robots installed because, you know, it's the mall, might as well have over the top security.
Yeah, it's a mall in the 80s. That's where people hang out.
Yeah, and then
that's where shit goes down there.
Yeah. Lightning strikes and robots go crazy and kill. Like, whoa! Its basic premise is that nothing.
Well,
nothing special.
it's a high tech mall.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because it's the Sherman Oaks Galleria, which they filmed a lot of stuff there. So like Commando was filmed there. Terminator 2, that's the Galleria.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure Inner Space was filmed there too. Like it's a pretty popular mall to film at. So
I want to go to this mall.
It's the Sherman Oaks Mall.
If it's there, is it still there?
Yeah.
Oh,
it doesn't look like that on the inside. I think they changed it up a bit, but it's still the Sherman Oaks Mall.
Yeah, I want there to be carpeting.
There's a lot of lightning in California, like cloud to ground lightning, always hitting the same electrical box. Apparently.
Well, and somehow the mall isn't on fire after getting hit like 3 times. Yeah. Or, you know, I feel like it might just destroy the robots altogether. Are we in? We're going into the movie.
Let's just go into it. So
dive right in. Oh yeah, the guy I don't know if this is after the lightning strikes, but the pizza guy or like the food guy just smoking in the mall, like while he's cooking in the restaurant.
Oh yeah,
remember
like
the
ladies, the main ladies.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, this guy over here, the guy that's like chowing
he ordered
down
like
on
a
the food
giant anchovy pizza, and he's like smoking, and I like the waitress more ranch or whatever the fuck he says. It's like, oh, this
butter.
Pig. Yeah, oh, more butter. Yeah,
the guy.
This movie does have.
No, but the guy that like owns it, man, he's like smoking.
What's the matter with you, basically?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah. This movie does have the best soundtrack. Compliments of Chuck Carino. I don't know how to pronounce it, but
I like
fucking killer.
There's I don't remember. I think it's like a robot chase scene. There's that like guitar, that fake guitar sound. It reminds me so much of that toy that you and Ryan recorded a song with. What was that thing?
That thing that like slides up and it lights up with
it was like yeah. That's what that reminded me of.
It sounds like it. But this is like a lot of over the top security for a mall. Like robots which I like the start of the movie is like a commercial.
Well, they really sold it with that commercial. I mean, guy coming in, he's got a gun, he's busting windows and stealing stuff.
Stealing jewels, priceless jewels.
Yeah, just your stereotypical 1980s punk kid.
Mm-hmm. And he gets electrocuted or the dart. Like that, he looked pretty dead to me in that. He's like, trust me, he was just sleeping. You know?
Yeah, he's just sleeping. Don't worry.
Yeah, we've given these robots over the top weapons, but they'll only use them to harm. They're not going to use them to kill. This would never backfire on us.
Yeah, they're maiming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Like, why did you give them laser eyes? And the the pinchy
Yeah,
hands,
the
for
pinchy
lack
hands.
of
The
for lack of better words.
and then like the space blast doors that are on the mall itself. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it's just a. I mean, it's the 80s, but it's
I
just a
feel
mall.
like the doors would have been plenty. Like if those kids were kids
Mhm.
were
I think they're, like,
stealing anything,
teens, you know.
were they supposed to be teenagers?
Well, I don't know because the one couple that has like the car fix, like the auto fix company, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
Yeah.
they're like married, which is
Yeah.
also a great setup for like death. It's like
Yeah.
the whole like cop 2 days from retirement. It's like, oh, we just got married and we're gonna be happy for life and I love you, and then just dead.
Dead.
But I think they're all like, you know, in their late teens or maybe 20s. I
They're
don't
supposed to
know.
be like they're seniors in high school.
Which it's such a weird party because it's like, hey guys, let's lock up and hang out in the bedding king mattress store, get drunk, and then let's all have sex in the same room.
In the same room.
Yeah. It's just a typical 1986 party.
Yeah, you know, the the 80s were a different time. Like it was cool to bang with your friends in a room.
Yeah, everyone does it, and I
Except for,
I
you
felt-
know, that one couple who's like kind of cool and watching like scary movies and stuff.
Allison and Fergie.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, Fergie?
Was it Is it Ferdy?
Ferdy,
I don't
yeah.
know.
But like
Fergie.
I love the typical thing like any movie does where it's like, we need to make a person more attractive. Let's take off their glasses. And they kept doing
Boom.
that to him. And I'm like, dude, it's just glasses.
Well,
You
and then
didn't
it's
look that
funny.
bad.
What I liked is he's kind of like,
Yeah.
he can't see without them. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, he kind of needs his glasses.
It's like every movie. It's like, you want to be more attractive? Take those glasses off. Hunk.
Now drive this car.
Mhm. Yeah, they're just watching like a giant crab movie, having a good time. Meanwhile,
Oh man, you know, like this is a really quick scene, but that the radio that it does a close up on is like an old Casio, and I believe that it's got a keyboard in the top of it.
no shit.
Yeah,
That's fucking
I mean,
rad.
of course, I'd noticed that. I was like, "What? Did you see that old Casio, dude?
It's so cool.
You could play it music along with your music."
This movie hits a lot of like the slasher tropes, which I love because it's not taking, it's a comedy too. It's not taking itself seriously, but it's got like
Definitely.
the teens having sex, the two teens that didn't. You got a final girl, you've got boobs, you've got gore, you've got
Yeah.
like someone saying the same line, like Ferdy always keeps saying that nice shot. And then of course guns with bullets that don't do anything, but yet they still continue to shoot out a robot. It's like, it hasn't worked the
Yeah, I
first few
didn't
times. Let's just keep doing it.
I like how the one guy with the and like this mall has a lot of guns in it.
Yeah.
like and like a decent like variety too. I'm pretty what was that kid holding an M16? I like how he's holding it like he's Rambo or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like the guy gets like a fucking, but I guess it's the 80s. It's a mall, you know.
Yeah. What?
You get guns.
Yeah. See? So look at him.
We gotta find weapons and arm ourselves. What I love is like Allison, you know, she's our main final girl.
Mhm.
The most helpful in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like when the robots first come in to the store, like they're putting boxes and she's helping, and then the other two are just standing there. And then she comes up with a great idea of like, check it out, air vents. It's like boom, and then she
Yeah.
just. I mean, there's a reason she's the final one. She's
I
ballsy.
knew
She's smart.
that one that was just constantly whining was done. Like 'cause
Yeah.
in that room when she was climbing it, I'm like, she's gonna be like
She's dead.
she's done soon.
Yeah. Which like I love how all of them get killed off in pairs.
Mhm.
So like one of the couple will die, and then the couple with that will die next to him, like their significant other, and it just keeps going like back and
Yeah.
forth, which is great.
I like the guy going to get cigarettes.
Yeah,
I like how he
Chewing gum guy,
chews that gum. He chews it till he
Dude.
dies, man.
I got the-
He
I
does.
got-
Like
yeah.
even when he's going down on that chick,
yeah.
he's got he didn't get rid of that gum.
No, that's Mike's thing.
He had
He's
the whole
had-
time.
dude.
Gum to death.
Yeah, the fridge is stocked with beer.
Because I'm pretty sure when that robot hits him, like, and he's falling down, he's still chewing that gum.
Yeah. And then it just slits his throat and sits him up nicely, which is nice. It sits him back up nicely
Sets him
for
nicely
that
in the
cool
corner.
reveal. So when she like turns around,
Did
and
and at that in that spot, did I catch an Evil Dead reference?
What do you mean?
I believe he says whatever I don't remember it, but the words to like open the portal to the Book of the Dead.
Yes, which that's actually from the day the earth stood still.
Is it?
That's what Klaatu says to Gort to make him stop. So
and also a Alfred Hitchcock reference to one of the robots. Comes like up into the shadow, does that sideways thing.
Oh yeah, like the Alfred Hitchcock show.
Yeah.
Or the sex scene where they're all in the thing. The guy's like, "You smell like pepperoni." She's like, "Well, in that case," and he's like, "Hang on, I like pepperoni." And it's like,
I didn't hear the first part, so I was like, wait, what? What does pepperoni have to? And then she starts taking her top off, and I'm like,
that's the magic. That's the magic word.
I
man.
like,
You just say,
I like pepperoni.
Shirts get popped off, dude. They're having good times to the max, bro.
Right?
And absolutely nothing can go wrong. That's the tagline. The guy, absolutely nothing go wrong. Boom.
Absolutely
nothing. You just put the nail in the coffin right there, dude.
Also, is there like a gym or like a what is that? It's like a locker room.
Yeah, I think that's like the employee locker room, which is, I mean, I've never worked at a mall like that big, so maybe there
I know
is
it's like they got like an entire room where they can go like shower off like after work.
I mean, might as well.
It's crazy. I was like, man, this mall is pretty advanced.
They've taken care of their employees at the Sherman Oaks Mall.
Man, I'm gonna get a job there. Move to California just so I can get a job at this mall.
Sherman Oaks Gallery, the Galleria.
Oh, that was a great scene.
Leslie has the best death in the whole movie.
Yes.
To the point where even in the after credits, when they're doing
they show
freeze
her
frame,
again.
that's her freeze frame for the end credits, was her death. Like, that's how good they knew it was. They're like, fucking play it again.
It was awesome.
It's like the best death in the movie. Like, there's some good ones, but she has the best. So I think they spent all their budget on the robots and then this head explosion.
Pretty much.
Because they had a deal with the mall of they could film at night as long as they cleaned up after themselves. And there's so many times in the movie, I'm like, how the fuck did they clean this up? Like, they crash through some windows, they like blow up a paint store, and they're shooting fake blood everywhere. I'm like, how the fuck did they clean this up in time for it to open?
What was the budget on this movie?
$800,000.
Well, I mean, money was worth a bit more back then.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of damage, though.
Yeah. I do. Speaking of damage, I love that scene where Linda, she's like, according to my calculations, we'll be in hock to this place. So like the year something, something or whatever, like however much they owe. And I was like, that's the most logical lady of like, shit, we're doing a lot of damage. We should like calculate how much we owe this mall when we're done.
I would be, if I was them, I'd be like, I'm never coming back here.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna run away after this. I don't want to pay for any of this. Although I feel like they wouldn't have to, considering the robots went crazy and attacked them.
Yeah, well, you know. What were
I
you
felt
guys
bad
doing
for the janitor guy. Like, first off, his janitor friends are dicks.
Yeah,
I guess not really friends.
drinking Miller High Lives too. They're celebrating after work with a champagne of beers.
Yeah, we're done, so we can walk out having a beer.
You
If only that's how.
You clean up that
what was
milkshake
it?
all by yourself. I think it's like a milkshake. It's really gross.
Like a milkshake and popcorn.
Yeah.
Like I was like, is he mopping up popcorn? How's that working
Pick
out
that
for
up
you?
first, sweep it up, and then do it. And you'd think janitors have that like sawdust stuff, like they throw over puke. Just do that. Just put it over the
maybe they
shake.
didn't have that in, what was this, 86?
I don't know. I feel like that
wasn't a new invention. That was a.
I feel like it was. They probably just used asbestos back then, and then they're like, "Oh, that's dangerous. We should use sawdust."
I feel like they just didn't like him, and they were just mean to that guy. Like, why aren't they helping him? You'll never get out of here. You're gonna be locked in here again. Ha 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 ha. Like, how is that funny? You're mean.
Yeah. Fuck you, little dipshit.
I'm like, whatever. The mall opens in the morning, I guess.
Yep. Poor guy gets electrocuted. And I love every death, the robots always end with "Have a nice day." Allison was the shit, though, man. I fucking loved Allison.
Yeah, she was one of my favorite characters. Well, actually, probably my favorite character just because of the way she turns out.
I love how she has a road flare in her bra, like the rest of the movie.
I know, and
It's like-
I forgot about it.
Yeah, and
honestly.
then she just,
like
like-
I remember her putting it in there. I'm like, wonder what she'll be using that for. I'll come back. I know it will. I like how horrible a shot that guy is when he throws that first tank at the robot,
Just
and it
roll.
seems like they're like this close together,
Yeah.
and the robot's still coming at him. Just, I'm like, come on.
I
And
like
then
when
again,
they,
Allison saves the day with that too.
yeah, when she puts the one leg up and shoots the boom, everyone's throwing bullets at it like they were candy, and she just like steadies her leg.
Sweet
Ooh.
reference there.
I have a problem to where I don't think I could go a day without referencing like Sin City or like Jurassic Park or certain movies. Like I feel like I just have a problem. Like there's always times where I just do Sin City all the time.
Say it's. I do a lot of Sin City. I did Sin City yesterday.
Nice.
Jackie boy, you
You
son of a bitch. And it's always this guy Jack that comes to work. I have yet to say it to him because he's old and I don't think he will get it.
The other one I like doing is she smells like angels out of smell.
What's great is I'm imagining you saying that just randomly in some sort of odd context, so people are like, "Dude, you keep
What?
saying that."
It's like a Tourette's thing, like an OCD thing. Like once I think it, I have to say it, so I have to relate it.
But it's only in
any-
like movie references.
Yeah, it's only any situation I can't, like, gotta get it out.
Well, I guess that's what we get for watching those movies over and over.
Yep. Oh well. I ain't upset about it. When they killed the first robot, and Ferdy's like, "What's that?" And the guy's like, "Robot blood." I'm like, "Well, I'm pretty sure it's just like oil and hydraulic fluid, but we'll go with robot blood. Why not?"
They didn't even show it. You know, I was like, "Oh, what is it?" I thought it was gonna be like all oily, but they don't even show it.
They
then
should have
doesn't that
finished the
robot-
job.
I know, and then the robot
Finish the
gets
job.
up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "So was it robot blood?"
He was tricking you.
Yeah, really. What's his name had peed his pants. What is that? It's robot blood.
Just don't worry about it. What's that? Just robot blood.
Well, it looks a lot like Pete. Well, it's not. It's robot blood.
Yeah. I love when they're in the vents and that girl's like, "He needs me. I need to go save him." It's like, no. And then once
No.
again, Allison's like, just fucking stop. And then
Yeah,
the
put your-
vents are getting all hot, and she's like, "Just put anything over your hands." I'm like, why? This is why she lives. 'Cause
Well,
she's-
she didn't really have anything to put over her
Yeah.
hands. She was wearing like this tiny little vest.
That's her fault. You should dress for survival, not for sexiness.
Well, yeah.
I learned that the hard way.
That time you got trapped in a mall
Mhm.
with killer robots.
And all I was wearing was denim cutoffs and a nice leather vest, and I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
prepared for this.
I was
at
wearing my
all.
sweater.
Yeah, that's why you survive. That's why I'm a ghost. The lady who gets caught on fire. I just love how
The stunt
this-
double.
yeah, and how
Fantastic.
it's like
It looks like it straight up looks like a guy, like a
yeah.
bigger dude, and like
Like a
that's what
blonde
made it so
wig.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the screaming.
Yeah.
too. It's like I don't know if I'd want to. I feel like it would take me quite a few takes to do like a fake screaming offset, like watching
Yeah.
somebody else burn.
Yeah, let me just laugh. Like, we can't keep burning this
They-
guy, guys. We don't have any more flame retardant.
Well, I mean,
suits.
they probably wouldn't have to keep burning it. Yeah, for every take, they just got to
Yeah.
we got to keep burning him. Otherwise, it's not going to look real.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Let's put him out. Get him another wig.
Let's do it again. I knew as soon as she died, he was going to start acting like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
man,
Why
he's
didn't
going to be
you
sitting there blaming him.
Why didn't you go save him? Stay up in the vents. It's like, well, she wanted to save you. You just should have kept up there. I'm like, calm down, dude.
Like, yeah, well, they tried, and she didn't want to listen.
She tried to be the hero. I like the Molotov cocktail, but then didn't work.
Well, it was stupid. That's
Her-
again. I knew it.
You can't, it was
Knew it.
great. Yeah, you can see him coming, and they do not disappoint. All the deaths in the movie. You're like, yep, this person's
Yeah,
got it.
like they're extremely predictable, but like still good. They're
Yeah.
still good.
Yeah. I love the line when the two dudes are setting up the propane explosion in the elevator. And he's like, "Oh, hey man, by the way, how much do I owe you for the beer?" And I was like, now you're setting your guys up for death because you're like, we'll totally survive this. And it's like, huh,
I would love.
if we
I'd
get out
love
of this,
the.
you owe me a 6-pack. Like, you guys are both dead. You just signed your death warrants right there.
Yeah.
It's the classic, I'll be back in a minute, or don't worry, I'll be fine. Like, no, you're
Yeah.
dead. You're dead.
Or they need me. They need me to come back and help them.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going back, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
They're probably not gonna die because you're gonna take all the damage.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna sit there blaming the other people, thanks to you.
Like how he had his little bandolier for his shotgun shells.
Yeah. Like at a certain point, just like, why are you guys still carrying those? And just stop firing at the robots.
Yeah.
Although, what's his name, Ferdy or whatever, shoots that one like point blank in the face. I'm like, well, finally.
Yeah. Then see, then it doesn't have lasers, which I love how their lasers like draw blood. So like
Yeah.
they'll shoot through somebody and they'll start bleeding. I'm like, is that? Maybe a laser would do that. I don't know. I've never seen somebody get shot by a laser in real life, but
I don't feel like it would make you bleed a whole lot. I feel like it would just kind of like,
sear you or something.
yeah, where you would just be cauterized. Like if it were to go through your chest, obviously just like melt your organs, but still
Yeah.
seal you up.
You can pull a Lucas thing of, actually, he had acidic blood, so that's why you see blood of the alien's arm in Star
Oh,
Wars.
is that why in this movie? maybe George Lucas can weigh in on that for us.
Yeah,
On a movie.
all the teenagers have acidic blood from drinking so much PBR and Budweiser that their blood just goes through the wound immediately.
I felt bad for these scientists, guys.
I know,
They
like
didn't really have any stake in it at all.
yeah, like the one guy's just sitting there and he gets hit in the back of the head, and then this guy comes in and just like eats his fucking donut.
Yeah, I was like, what's up with that? I don't know. Maybe back then, and I'm like, people were brave in the 80s.
Yeah, I know we talked about it before, how they're just like, let's go check it out. And it's like, no,
Don't go check it out. If anything, you guys should like try and leave.
stay in place, stay hunkered down.
Yeah.
I do like this guy's death because he keeps doing like the look back,
Mm-hmm.
like there's something there. It's like
It's
it takes
totally
forever.
like the comedic effect looking back, sort of
Yeah.
like Looney Tunes thing.
That's what I love. This movie, like, didn't take itself serious. It was great. It's a comedy. It's comedy horror. I don't know.
What was the paint store at the end?
Yeah.
What's her name? Okay, so I didn't really understand this. She busts the window up top, and then busts the window down below, and it just goes underneath. I'm like, why did you break the top one?
I like the way
'Cause
she
I-
does it too with the sweater. And
Yeah.
then like slams through.
But this was like when she was for some reason it's like it has a bar in the middle of it, and she decides to break the top one, and then who knows why she breaks the top and then breaks the bottom one and goes underneath.
Oh, that's the pet store scene.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because the robot just comes right through it.
Yeah,
I felt bad
spook-
for the pets.
I know the spooky spiders and the
See,
snakes.
she was pretty brave in that too.
She just
'Cause, I
letting
mean,
them.
when she got out there, she just kind of brushed them off. They
Yeah.
just kind of fell off of her.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, that's two of like people's biggest fears, like claustrophobia and like spiders, arachnophobia. And she
she's
just was like laying
"Fuck
there
your
in it.
shit. I don't care. I
But I
try
mean,
not
I
to get
guess-
killed."
I guess it's a couple of spiders and being in a small spot, or death.
What do you
At
choose?
the hands of like a killer robot.
Yeah. Linda, she's like, I'm just having a real hard time because I'm not used to being chased by killer robots. And I was like, nobody is. Nobody's used to that. Like,
I am. It's
calm-
cool, guys. I
Yeah.
got chased by killer robots last weekend.
You guys are overreacting. This is easy. Come on.
Yeah, the ones I had to deal with had legs.
The one I had to deal with in the Galleria was a cop, and he was liquid
Also, it
metal.
was liquid metal.
I was just standing in the hallway trying to drink my Pepsi and just, hey, you can't be back here. And then I get lit up,
That was like 90, wasn't it?
I think it's 92. Yeah.
So a few years in the future. I like that guy. When that the married couple, when what's her name gets killed, that guy freaks out, and then he slowly rides that like cart at the robot.
It's like 2 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and it explodes though. It
Yeah.
does the job, but it's like let down, and then just like slow drive. And if you notice, when it blows up again, they have a mannequin on the ground next to it instead of him, and it's not even dressed in the same clothes. They're like, quickly put a mannequin down. We forgot to film it with the body, so it's just like,
It doesn't matter what he's wearing. It's gonna be a quick shot.
yeah, I just love the drive the car like 2 miles an hour into it. I'm like, you could have just gone over.
I'm like,
and shoved
why
it
didn't you
over.
just? Yeah. I mean, and he has to turn around to walk toward that thing, then get on it, then
Yeah.
drive over to it,
I mean, it's lucky that the keys were in the ignition too. You know.
right? Or how does it? Do those have keys? Do they just have a little switch, just turn them on?
I don't know. I feel like the maintenance shouldn't have left that out because you're just asking for punk teenagers to take that on a ride. But
Yeah, hooligans just not with the robots in there.
I mean, maybe they're glad they left it out. But now
Yeah.
they have a blown up cart, so they got to get that fixed, get a new one. Which that's
I don't know.
probably
I feel
pulling
like the whole
teeth.
blown up cart thing is like not as bad as a bunch of dead teenagers.
Yeah, and then
an
an entire store that gets blown up. It's
like a few stores that are pretty jacked up.
Speaking of stores, there's one that I would love to go to, and it was called House of Almonds. And I was like, all right, what kind of almonds you got in this House of Almonds?
They got all kinds. It's a house of almonds. What kind do you think they've got in there?
We got ranch almonds. We got barbecue almonds. We got cinnamon almonds. We've got marzipan almonds. So it's like almonds on almonds. We've got,
Oh,
you name it, we got almonds. Is it the
we
House
got
of Almonds?
deep fried almonds.
We got ketchup flavored almonds. You know?
And cinnamon and sugar almonds.
Beer flavored almonds for the
And-
janitors. They're high life flavored almonds.
And shrimp flavored almonds. For those who really like shrimp.
It's the Creole line. Get the
Gross.
gumbo almonds.
Well, actually, like a
Crawdaddy
seasoning
almonds.
might not be too bad, but
They just do that fish oil or whatever it is. The
like the seasoning stuff that comes in like ramen.
yeah, just put
That's
that
what
on some
I'm
almonds.
imagining.
Some of the stores were great though. It's
I noticed a lot of the stores have like people's names.
yeah. I think they
from-
probably like changed them up.
And
But
I feel like I saw a Radio Shack in there, but they like it was so like the color or like the sign was glowing so much that like you couldn't really tell, and I feel like they did that purposely.
yeah, like we don't want to owe them money. It's just
Yeah.
weird that like that's like a 3-story or 4-story mall. So to
crazy.
think that there was a time when there were enough stores to fill that mall, it's just beyond me. Like, and there was just like cigarette
feel like
machines you
now-
could smoke and walk around.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking nuts. It's just so
Except for
weird.
the small areas that apparently you're not allowed to smoke. I do remember seeing a few no smoking signs.
Yeah, because that totally matters when smoke dissipates. You're like, well, you're
Yeah, it
standing in the
goes in-
circle. That's our
It-
force field.
Yeah, the smoke doesn't go past this place. Ugh.
It's just there's a shitload of like stores. It's
Like now, I
weird.
imagine it's still there, but it's only got like 4 or 5 stores.
Yeah,
It's got a Spencer's and a
Hot
Yeah, it's got-
Topic.
and a Hot Topic.
It's probably got a hot dog on a stick. It's got
Yeah, but does that count on like as a store? Or is that like a kiosk?
it's a
in the
food court.
middle?
I mean, that's a food court. It's
Yeah.
that doesn't count as a store. They probably have, weirdly enough, still have a Walden Books. They probably have
TV
a hat
toys.
store. You always have to have a hat store that sells hats
Yeah, but
of your favorite sports teams.
Yeah, and that's it. They don't have like a bunch of different hats there, which would be way cooler than just having like baseball cap. Well, and they're not
Yes.
even like those. They're just like those crappy flat bill ones.
Yeah, and then they still have the sticker on them, so you'd be like, "Ooh, cool."
Oh,
You could
man,
just got
you have such a
high-
huge head. Like that, seriously, it's just a measurement of like your fucking head. So you want everybody to know how fat your head is.
But it's on a cool holographic sticker, so yeah, dude, I got a fat head, dude. This is pretty cool.
It's pretty fat.
I probably got like the fattest head I know, dude.
Oh yeah.
Prove it. Show me your sticky on their hat, dude.
You're sticky.
You got rid of it, I know.
Well, I assure you, it was so big. It's bigger than yours.
Believe you me, I've had my dome shaped out, dude. It's pretty dope. It's a dope dome. That one guy's death scene when he gets thrown over the edge, he has that typical like dead body fall where like
With,
one
like, the
arm is
back.
behind his back and he's just like
I definitely had a good laugh at that one.
yeah. And Allison's got like a legit good scream, like when they're like in those hallways and it's just her and Ferdy and it's like coming at her and she's like death screaming and it's like believable. I was like, man, she's got a good fucking scream.
Oh, like when it's like cornering her in that room.
Yeah. Ferdy! Yeah, like when she's just screaming. I was like, she's got a good
I
fucking
didn't really
scream.
understand why she wanted them to split up so bad.
I mean, it's the horror movie. You always got to split up.
Yeah,
because
but
that's the
even he
best
was like, "Oh
idea.
no, why do you?" Well, she suggested a few times. And the first time, it's like just no,
Mhm.
and then the second time, okay, I guess we'll split up.
Allison
And
always
he's like, "Well,
gets
how
her
am I
way.
supposed to like, how am I gonna hear? Oh, you'll hear me. Don't worry, you'll hear me."
And then like,
Well, yeah, he did.
only one of them has a gun, so
Yeah, like what was the point of that?
it's to add suspension tension. He does that cool shoot the gun at it, run out of bullets, then throw the gun at it, which I'm like,
Yeah.
that ought to do it.
And,
then
then
he
throw the tank at it.
Yeah.
So did
And
he
then
fake his death then?
No, I think he got like legit hurt because he's like bleeding out of his head.
Well, that's what I thought.
So
But then
I
he's
mean,
just
he
got that
gets,
big
like,
piece of he just got a roll
toilet
of
paper.
toilet paper.
Yeah.
So I
But
was
I
like,
think
wait,
he,
did
like-
he? Like,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
did
sure he gets
s-
knocked out because he gets like a fire extinguisher thrown at him by a robot. So I mean,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
That'll knock anybody out.
Gets come back with the whole nice shot. She throws it in the waste paper basket. Nice shot. Shoots a propane paint tank. Nice shot. Blows up an entire paint store. Nice shot.
Nice shot.
That's why I say he me a nice shot.
So, like, was that paint like super flammable or what?
I think she's putting like paint thinner down too.
Well, she did, and then I thought,
Turpentine.
okay, well, maybe it was the paint to like keep the robot from like charging
Yeah,
at her.
I think she does a Jumanji situation where how Peter did like the like liquid soap, so then Van Pelt's doing the little. So I
Yeah.
think she did the same thing where she just put a bunch of paint.
And the
so it
robot
could
just
slip
sits there.
around.
He's spinning his treads. He's trying to get her. Ooh, nope.
Which once again, they blow up this store. So was that a set, or they're like, was the mall like, hey, we're getting rid of this store anyway, and they're like,
You
we,
wanna
we
blow
could
it
blow it up. Yeah, we'll use it for the movie.
But like, damn, like blowing up a building, like blowing up a small store inside of a big building, like
That would set
Jesus.
off so many alarms because that'd be like an
Seriously.
earthquake on different levels.
I don't know. I suppose if they knew they were going to film, they could turn off certain things.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot of questions I have for that.
yeah. Like
It'd be really cool to like know some of the behind the scenes stuff for this because
Yeah,
there
'cause,
is a lot of fucking damage in this.
and it's impressive. Like on that small of a budget, how they built such good automatic robots with like little pincher hands, and it's impressive. And like I mostly want to know how the fuck did you film on a mall overnight and clean
Yeah.
all this shit up?
Like, also, are any of those robots still in existence?
Yeah, you got any more of those?
Yeah,
Killbots?
can we have a killbot?
Because there's so much like detail in them, like when it shows up like the close-up of them driving and there's treads, like they have numbers, there's cool designs, they're like screwed in there. Like there's a lot of thought and detail went into this shit. Like I would get so fucking frustrated trying to build these things. They'd be like the shittiest looking. I'm like, fuck it, just put a tin can on somebody, I'm done.
Yeah, it's good. Ours would turn out more like a Robo Vampire.
Well, I mean, we've done a few robot movies and they've all come out the same, where you get a person with a large cardboard box over their chest and just throw some tin foil on it.
Yeah.
Like the movie where Rudy was the robot chasing you around. And he had like that Viking helmet on that we just took
Oh,
the
yeah.
horns out of it. Like,
Yeah.
talk about
Well,
a shoestring budget.
Well, you make do with what you got.
Yeah.
I don't know. We had fun.
Yeah,
We had fun. We were good kids.
goofing around.
Bunch of little goofballs.
Goofballs goofing, palling around. I love the beginning when she's like, he's going over to the store to hit on her, and her dad works there, I guess, or owns the place. And her
That's
dad's
what I'm
just like,
assuming. I was assuming. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's her dad.
like, we're just gonna do a birthday party.
Like, you guys can't come up with anything.
No, they're so
Like,
horrible at lying.
Oh yeah, I'm just excited. I can't wait to drive her home tonight. We're gonna grab something to eat. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, I'm just excited to see. No, you're good to
I'm
birthday
excited to
party
so bang your daughter, bro.
in a
High
mattress
five.
store where other people are gonna buy those mattresses.
And also, our friends are gonna bang in the same room.
You have a license for that outfit, ma'am? I'm like, who would have a license for an outfit?
What?
Like, oh, officer. I
Oh
guess
man,
you're
no,
gonna
I
have
forgot
to
my
take me in.
my. All right,
Yeah.
like no, I forgot my license for this. Oh,
Well,
I am gonna have to take you in.
I'm gonna call mall security and be like, look, she's got this outfit. Doesn't
Sorry, I
have
have
a
to call
license.
the kill robots.
Just throw her outside. She doesn't have a license for this outfit, and then explodes.
And then her whole body explodes. They just light her up
There's a trifecta of lasers hit her all at once, all
all at the
three,
same
and just
time. Yeah.
have a nice day. I'm really surprised that they didn't make a sequel to this, because like there are so many sequels on shittier like horror movies. I'm not calling this one shitty, but like there's been so many sequels for ones that don't deserve it, and yet this one didn't get it, and I feel like it should have. Because I mean, Slumber Party Massacre got one, and like the second one's fucking horrible. The guy's got like a guitar with a drill on the end of it. It's got the lady from Wings in it. It's fucking horrible. There's a whole musical number in it. Like,
What?
yeah, he's like singing a song while he's like killing the girls and stuff.
Oh Jesus!
It really is a lost memory of time as a mall, and I feel bad for people who didn't get to enjoy it. Like it sucks for us because like we got the late tail end of it, but at least it was still good. It was still like on a high, and I'm like, fuck yeah, malls. It was cool.
Yeah. I mean, it might have only been like a few years. I feel like after episode 1 came out was really when the
99 and then just
yeah.
Because then after that, the only thing I went to go was the movie theater to see episodes 2 and 3. So what would you give this movie?
I would give it 8 killer robots out of 10.
Nice.
Because it's cool. It's a cool movie. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's funny, and I don't feel like I'm just like like sarcastically laughing at it. Like it genuinely made me laugh. It made me reminisce and miss malls. So yeah, it's cool.
I would give this movie 10 exploding heads because I fucking love this movie.
I'll bump it up to 9 because of that exploding head.
Yeah,
that's friggin' awesome.
Yeah. For Leslie's exploding pumpkin of a head, she deserves it.
Fantastic.
But I would highly recommend all of you watch this. This is a great one.
Yeah, you will definitely not be disappointed by this.
I'm even wearing my shirt.
Oh man. Oh, that's awesome.
That's how much I love it.
So there you go. If you love it as much as Dylan does, get a shirt. Don't get a shirt. It's his shirt.
Yeah, fuck you. That's
his thing.
Don't touch my shit. Shopping mall's mine.
Now everybody's gonna. Every time you go out, someone's gonna be wearing a shopping mall shirt. You
guys made it uncool. I was actually at Whole Foods last week, and a guy actually knew what I was wearing.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's like, "Oh shoot, man, it's a deep cut shopping mall. It's cool, man." I was like, "Thank you."
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
I know it's good.
Who's wearing the shirt? I think I know what's going on.
Please, now just bag my shit.
We work in retail. We're allowed to say that to those guys.
It's
cool. Now just put my stuff in the bag, please.
Okay, neat. Yeah, just keep scanning, bud. Well, I'd say let's close this one out. This has been 2 guys, 1 film.
I'm Dane.
And I'm Dylan. And then that was Chopping Mall.
Shopping Mall. Two guys watching one film, and the film was Shopping Mall.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a fantastic film. It was a hoot and a holler.
Laugh and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna end up like phrasing hoot and a holler and laugh and a half because we say it too many times. If we made shirts, I'd make it say hoot and a holler on the back, on the
Laugh and
front,
a
and
half.
then laugh and a half on the back.